Hi guys, good morning. It's right now about 11:55 and today 16th of November 2017. So let's talk about Nifty. A bit of bounce back that has come. Let's see, let's analyze it. And for that, I believe I need to remove these pivot points, right? Probably that will make it much more clearer. So this is how Nifty is right now. And also I need to put my view here, right? This is, or rather I would put this one. This is what my setup is. Now, today, this is 15 minutes graph. As I have been saying, until candles go above 50 moving average and remain there for good some time, I wouldn't say that the Nifty has changed its stance. So Nifty has to remain positive, like in the sense, it shouldn't be like this. The moving average, if you see, notice from here, after 7th, first time it has crossed, right? On this day, which is 13th of November, it did try to go up, but it didn't cross, right? Today it has crossed. Now it has to be there convincingly for some time, right? If it happens that way, then only Nifty plans to go up. Otherwise, there could be still more resistance. Now we will put the pivot point and see what's happening. So if I look into the pivot points, so these are the pivot points. So it has opened above the pivot point. That means the stance of Nifty is positive, right? And it has crossed the first resistance, R1. And the next stopover that I could see here is basically 10,200. Let me just take up a indicator. So it has crossed the first stopover, and the next one is over here. It's 10,200. And after that, the next stopover is going to be 10,014. If Nifty crosses 10,214 today, then, which is about good 30 points from here, then Nifty, I would say, will be in a bit of positive zone, right? That is what I believe. Let's quickly look into the option chain. What's happening in the option chain? Probably we get an idea from there. And this is, about some time back, there was a huge call writing happening at 10,200. That means it didn't plan to go above 10,200. And the bottom was sealed at 10,100. Let me refresh it and see what's happening. If the more positions have been added up or reduced. So the positions have been reduced here, right? So let's see. There is call unwinding happening here, but that's very far away. I mean, this place, which is 10,200, the calls, they're about 2 lakhs calls have reduced from here, right? So I think there is an expectation of Nifty to go up, and that is why this has happened. So on my radar today is, like in the morning it was see it on my radar, and we did trade into it, but of course there was, I actually entered into it little earlier than I should have entered into it. Then the morning trade was also, I entered into DLF, right? DLF also was fine, like we entered somewhere here, 205 somewhere here, and it did go 1 point down from there. And right now I'm in a trade of Hindustan Unilever, right? I have entered at about 1776. That is where I've entered, and I'm expecting a little bit movement to come up in the upward direction. Let's see. Okay, another trade that I did was in the morning. Not really way early in the morning. I did KPIT, right? KPIT, I bought it somewhere here, 163.74, and this was the run up it has given, right? So these were few trades that I did, and this, of course, I faltered in see it, right? So I actually entered it into little early. I shouldn't have entered it that early, but I entered early, and that is why there was a, my stop loss was hit. Fine. So when we sit in the market, this will happen. This is bound to happen, right? So what I'm expecting, still, although it is little positive today, but I wouldn't say that the reversal has happened. For reversal, it has to go above the 200 moving average. You know, for reversal, it has to go above 200 moving average. That's one thing, which is roughly about 10,300. The second thing that I could see here is, if you come to 1-day graph, in 1-day graph also it is 10,300 only. You know, when somewhere here, if you see it's experiencing a good support, right? This support has to be honored. You know, like the candles have to go above the 10 moving average. You know, this is the 10 moving average. It has to form somewhere here. 10,300 is a good price, above which if it goes, we could say that the trend has reversed, right? So from there only we will be able to say that the trend has reversed. Otherwise, the trend has not reversed yet, right? So let's wait for Nifty, because Nifty, if it today is Thursday, right? So I think if it closes roughly about, you know, of course it has crossed yesterday's high, but if it closes, as I was telling you, looking into the 15 minutes, if it closes above 10,214, then we can expect a good uptrend, right? If it closes here above this, then tomorrow we can expect a positive opening, right? So this is what my mindset on Nifty is, right? And some of the stocks that I expect to go up with this, definitely on my radar is Kotak Mahindra Bank, as I've been saying, that I find it pretty good, and every time it comes to support, I would like to create position in it. So let it cross this particular value, which is 10,026, 1,026 or 27. Maybe tomorrow there will be a good opportunity for buying in it, right? And I am pretty much comfortable with Hindustan Unilever also, because my entry in Hindustan Unilever was the day before, 3 days back. But it actually, of course, I was waiting with certain parameters to meet, but they did not meet. But today, see this long tail? Long tail means it fell in the morning, and then from there it is coming up. So now I believe it should give us a good run up in the upward direction. That's what I'm expecting. But let's see, right? So this looks pretty good to me. That is what my, reading of the charts is saying. We can do one more thing. Let's see what's happening in Hindu Unilever. Let's see what's happening in Hindu Unilever. Option chain, right? So the call unwinding here in this region basically tells us that definitely it does plan to go up 1277. And what can we expect? We can definitely expect it to go up at least 1300. 1300 you can see the maximum call unwinding, right? So 1300 is something that I can definitely foresee right now. Maybe in a couple of days. Let's see with respect to the graph, where is 1300? So 1300 is somewhere here, roughly here. At this point is 1300. This lower line, right? This lower line is 1300. So if this is in foresight, you know, like I mean, I don't think so it'll take much time to cross this particular value. So that is what my understanding about the Hindustan Unilever is, and it looks to me in good support. It went up, it fell, again bouncing back. So that is what I'm feeling, that the stock should have a good run up, right? So this was Hindustan Unilever. And something I want to tell you also, that the pharma stock, you know, keep pharma stocks under your radar. You know, there could be a turnaround soon possible. You know, like some beaten out stocks which are very, very good. For example, Lupin. Lupin is beaten down badly. If you see, this is 1 day. Let me take you 1 week graph. This is how it's been just falling down, right? Wait for a reversal and then you can enter into it. You know, right now there is no reversal sign. But what I'm saying, keep all the beaten down stocks on your radar. They will give you a good opportunity. They will definitely give you a good opportunity. So I think wherever we stand right now, Nifty is experiencing a resistance. Nifty is, at least, you know, it has to cross this particular level. Of course, there is, if I look into, you know, The pivot points, there is nothing much that I can say. There is a level out here, but still it has to cross. Still it has to cross at this point. Like it's probably, oh, this is parabolic SAR. I don't want parabolic SAR. Pivot points. So here, I want it to go above 10,215. Let's see. I mean, it'll probably wait for, your European markets to open. Once the European markets are open, then it may give another 30-point movement. Like already it has run up, it has had a run up of 70 points. 70 plus 30 will make it 100. So 100-point run up without any news could be a possibility if bulls take over the market, but may not be a possibility because it's already had a good run up. So it's almost like 50-50 right now. So let's wait and watch, and hopefully it should give up. I mean, I think from today onwards the sentiment of Nifty should change. That is what I'm feeling. And another stock since morning I had on my radar was Voltas. This stock, after breaking its morning range, it's been just going up. See, this is its morning range. Let me take up, let me mark its morning range, right? Take this morning range. The moment it broke its morning range, after that it has been going up. So morning range alone is of no use. It has to be combined with a few more factors, right? But definitely, even if you combine the other factors, it has to actually cross the morning range, right? Once the morning range crosses, a stock definitely has a momentum. So this is what this particular stock is showing you, right? Which is Voltas. Similar thing happened with KPIT. Let me show you KPIT. In KPIT, this was the morning range, right? The moment the morning range was broken, it has given a good momentum. Then I have told you about Hindustan Unilever. So this is Hindustan Unilever. Let me show you its morning range here. Over here, this is the morning range. This big candle is the morning range, and the moment it broke this morning range, it has shown a good momentum. I want to also show you other day, about a couple of days when it was on my radar. This was the morning range. This was the morning range, and whole day it did not. I mean, my sentiment on the stock was positive, but it never broke this upper end of it, and rather it broke its lower end, and then after that it had a good fall. So whichever time morning range is broken, the stock will show you a momentum, right? So keep it on, like keep some stocks. They should be your personal stocks, in the sense you should be able to monitor them regularly. Every day watch their morning range, like whether it's breaking in the upward direction or in the downward direction. You must watch them, and you should be very, very clear about such stocks. Like this is the morning range, right, of HDFC Bank. It has not broken, it has broken this morning range in the upper direction. So it waited for 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, and after that this momentum is coming up. So every time the morning range is broken, you can definitely expect a kind of run up that should come in, right? A run up should definitely come in into that particular stock. So one of the stock that I've been telling you always, is Gufic Bio. If you get it on a support, you can definitely buy it. Buy it, like right now in one day, it is on a support. The moment it goes above 10 moving average, you can enter into it. And Flips Carbon has been falling, and now it's on a support, right? I think it'll be a good opportunity to enter. After a long time, it has fallen and came to a support on 50 moving average, and there could be a buying opportunity here, right? So this is what I wanted to share, some of the stocks that I wanted to discuss with you all, and hopefully you are getting good profits. Even Sri Kalahasti should give you a good profit in in a few days. And what I want to say now, as I always conclude my videos, that please, if you want to be an investor in the market, if you want to invest money, if you want to trade in the money, trade in the stock market, you want to be an intraday trader, you want to be a positional trader, you want to trade in options, you want to trade in futures, you must learn it. Of course, there is a platform which is freely available to you, which is YouTube, where you get every kind of person out there, you know, who will be telling you. But how do you fine tune your trades? You know, like this morning breakout range that I'm telling you, you will find many videos, many videos. But how do we enter into that? How do we exit into that? You know, how do you, what are the other factors that you need to combine? Those fine tuning will only be done, you know, when you know, in specialized professional classes. So you can, you know, like, I'm not saying you always need to learn from me, but there are many people who will be able to, you know, teach you. So learn it properly, you know, learn it properly, and then only enter into stock market. Because I'm saying 30,000 rupees we charge is not a huge sum, but it ensures that your money is safe. You're not, you know, losing in the market, right? And we also promise that we will help you in recovering your money. So what is, like, I don't think so you need to worry after that, because there are very few people who will ensure that your money has been recovered, right? So we are now going to be starting on 2nd of December, and till then work out. And I'm sure our, you know, HDFC Bank credit card will also be available with the option of EMI. Many of you will be able to, you know, take up the course. So without learning, please don't waste your money. It's a huge amount of money that people have been losing, to the tune of, some of them, none of them less than 25 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs is usual, and many of them even in crores. So learning is extremely important. Without learning, please don't enter into the market. When see, stock market is a zero-sum game. Somebody will lose, somebody will win. Who will lose? Those who don't understand the market. See the buying coming in Mindtree. Mindtree is, you know, I am into a buy position in Mindtree, but it, for the past 2 days it has been just going down. But today suddenly buying has come into it. So hopefully, you know, this will give us a good return, right? Mindtree is another stock that I have on my radar. A huge buying is coming in into it. You know, see, within few minutes it's gone up by a good 12 points or so. So learn, and then your, how do you manage your money? That is also we will be explaining you and teaching you along with us. How do you not expose your huge amount of money in the market until you experience, you have good experience. When you understand the, you know, movement of the market, then you will have no problems. You know, you can multiply your lot, you can make your investment huge, you can do whatever you want. Understand the length, breadth and depth of the market. You know, you should know fundamentals, you should know technicals, you should know, you know, how much, who's investing, how much is investment, what is the fundamentals, whether we should enter, what should be the correct entry price. Everything you should be aware about. So I'm really looking forward to see you, every single person out there in the webinar, you know, because you know, India has a huge population, and out of them many people work in stock market. At least, if I understand, many, at least 10% of people in India work in stock market, whatever is the population. If not 10, at least 5% definitely. And we have just trained about 300. My target is to teach at least, you know, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh people in the market, so that they are in the right direction at the right time, right? So that they don't lose money. That is what my aim, and I'm fighting for that, and I'll continue doing my work till I achieve my target. So good day, guys. Enjoy, trade well, and trade always, be always in profit. Fine. So with this, I'm signing off, but I want to see you there at the webinar so that you all learn and earn your money back, whatever you have invested in the stock market. All right. Bye-bye. Good day. See you tomorrow.